to take allowances away, not just like that.
If we lose the rent allowance, we'll get it some other way.
Yeah, built into paying tax. You talk to Reg Ellis.
Nobody talks to Reg Ellis. Reg Ellis talks to you.
We'll be worse off.
I'll pinned you in a corner of the office, did he? Reg is good at that. Cuts off your retreat. Very clever.
Very funny. Keep it down.
Oi!
Oh, everybody's got crowded cells.
Crowded cells, but it's like the Mile End Road in the rush hour, and it's every week now, Tom, and we're at the sharp end.
And when are these councillors due?
You can do without them and all.
Yeah, it's no good getting wound up just because they're coming to check on
Yeah,
you.
but there's no point in them coming to look at the problem. I mean, any fool can look at the problem.
Just leave your bag on the side.
Tom!
Yeah?
Tom! That dentist you went to see, was he any good? Because I've got a bit of a problem here.
Well, he does have a habit of going for the wrong tooth, but you can give him a try.
Oh, thanks.
He's been belly aching like that all morning. Why'd you let him know your name? It's fatal.
Yes, thank you, Ramsey.
I want to sell on my own. I've told you.
And I told you you can't, so give it a rest.
Money isn't everything, Ken. Count your blessings. Fresh air, free uniform, meeting the nicest people.
Morning, Ken.
Nice one, Ken.
One for lady.
No thanks.
Morning, Norman. Morning. Here, listen, you got a minute? Yeah. I've got a surprise for you. You've been going on about this for ages, haven't you? Come and have a look.
An abscess? Yeah, well, I know you'll have to. Well, is there any chance you fit me in today? 2 o'clock? Yeah, that'd be fine. Right, thanks very much. Oh, yeah. Crier. Robert. Right, thanks. Bye-bye. Right. What have we got here, then?
Found them at the lorry park in the Beaches Road, Sarge, chatting up the drivers.
What, no school today, then?
No. Don't think they had any plans to go to school. They were hitching a lift to Manchester.
Manchester? What's so special about Manchester? Come on, what were you going there for? You're putting yourself at risk, you know, in a lorry.
We weren't at risk.
Oh, yes, you were, young lady. 2 girls of your age hanging about, picking up spare lorry drivers. Now, come on, what were you doing there?
We were going to a Bros concert, if you must know.
Come on, empty your pockets out then. Viv, go and see what he wants, will you? Right, you and all, come on. Was that it? No tickets?
We haven't got any tickets, we're just going.
I feel sick. Hey!
I thought I asked you to shut him up.
I can't. He won't talk to me. He said it's you he wanted.
You'll have to lump it. Right, names.
You're not going to tell my mum, are you?
Viv. Will you go and tell him I'll have a word with him in a minute, and in the meanwhile, will he put a sock in it?
Right.
You can get your cards anytime you start as a medical carrying you. How do you think? You hear that? I've got to go buy one of you.
Get in the queue, will you? I'm first. Now listen to me, you slimy git. Come clean or I'll paste you all over the pavement.
Is this private or can anyone join in?
You finally lashed out then?
Yeah. 15 quid. Best there is. Hey, keep the bloody tank out, that one. All right, eh? Well, what's the matter?
No, fine. Good job, that.
My lad put it on. Go on, try it.
I told you, Norman, it's fine.
Go on, try it then. Hey? Look, just imagine it, eh? You're one of them. West Ham have just been beat, right? You're on your way home. All mouth and ignorance. Now go on. Go on. Go on. You broke it.
The wood's no good.
You broke it.
I told you needed a new gate.
That was deliberate. That was deliberate.
Get out. What's the point of putting a new lock on rotten wood?
Rotten? That's not rotten.
It's rotten.
Rotten. Right, that's it then. 416.
Oh, come on, Norman.
Come on, nothing. I'm reporting you.
You asked me to test the gate.
Coppers. They got about as much sense as my backside.
Do you realise how dangerous it could have been if this officer hadn't stopped you getting in that lorry?
I know my way around Manchester.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Look, you could have got beaten up. You could have been raped. You could have been killed. And what have you got to defend yourself with? 6 quid and a lipstick? Never mind about what your parents think when you go missing. Carry on here for a minute. Then.
Right, Sarge.
Hey, Sarge, give us a break here.
Why don't you shut it, you Scots git?
Thompson, what are you up to?
I'm up to nothing.
Stay there. I said stay there!
Back off! Look, I told you, get back!
Wait there a minute.
All right!
Now just get out of it!
Sarge!
All right.
Sarge, you're
All right. All right. Come on. See what I'll do about the swap.
Now, you're laying us off, deny it.
I'm not arguing the toss with you. Deny it.
Don't be a clown.
I'll give you clown.
Listen.
Just simmer down and I'll put you in the picture.
Don't you tell us to simmer down, you patronising git. It's our job.
Now listen, you can shout at each other all day, but you're not doing it out here. Now move aside and let him pull in.
Hey, where are you going?
Stick with us, lads. Now, come here, stick with us. Stick together.
Hey! They're clocking off, Mr. Cornell.
There won't be anything done today. And you are not going anywhere till I find out what the accountant's been up to.
Rationalising the workforce.
There's a letter, Mr. Cornell, found its way into our welding shop, and I can't think how.
You've been opening my letters.
Oh, it was an accident, Mr. Cornell.
It's acid welding you want out, isn't it?
He's already been on the phone asking for you, the accountant.
You've been in my office.
You think we fell off a Christmas tree or something?
I'm not getting through to you, am I? Can you get off the street?
It's not cool to be so snotty.
Do what you're told.
Now, where have I heard that before?
Your job's safe, isn't it?
They'll always have a job, Joe, kicking us around.
Move.
Get lost, lady. This has nothing to do with the
No,
old
no, lads, she's right. We shouldn't be discussing it out here on the street. Now, get out of the way, let him come in, we'll discuss it inside.
I'll have you, Briggs.
I'm sorry about that, love. Now, park your car, Mr. Cornell, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get Maisie to make us all a nice cup of tea, all right?
You've got some face.
Inside, please, Mr. Cornell.
That's always been our problem, love, you know what I mean? Jumping to conclusions. I mean, there he is, poor old thing, trying to do his best for the firm, and what's he get in return? A mouthful of abuse. Now, park your car, Mr. Cornell, and we'll discuss things with you. We'll be in your office.
Stay out of my office. Nothing but trouble him. His welding shop's Arthur Scargill.
What you might call the pits, eh?
You're a comedian and all.
Well, you meet so many, it rubs off. Excuse me, I don't know what to do.
problem,
I've knocked myself out of the car. Over here, look. Look, the keys, they're only in the ignition.
Tried the other door.
He grabbed me by the throat.
Look, I've told you.
Frightened me to death. My own son. I didn't clean his shoes. That's all it was over. Oh, I don't know. One of these days.
Cleaning his shoes?
I'm a fool to myself, I know. He's gone out now, thank the
Look,
Lord.
go and report to the
Oh, I
station.
couldn't.
No, you must.
How can I?
Oh, look,
Suppose
I
I was
haven't
to
got the
find
time.
out.
Please do as I suggest. Sierra Oscar from 832. Cornell Engineering, Bailey Street. Then around with the boss out on the street. I'm going to have to deal. Another PC would be handy.
I thought Melvin was with you.
No, Sarge. I don't think he's far away, though.
Give me a description.
I'll send him along, Claire, out.
There's a way of doing it, you know. You
Sorry.
climbed something down the lock and the door opened. That's right. You did it for a friend of mine. One of you did.
Well, he shouldn't have.
Oh, I've made a special trip to the supermarket early this morning.
Go on, we
got a spare
I haven't
key.
got a spare key.
It'll only take a minute.
You just slipped something
There's a
down.
garage 2 streets down. You'll have to go there. 416, go ahead.
He defrosted. I don't know.
Cornell Engineering in Barley Street. Boss and his men having a ding-dong. Claire's over there dealing.
I'm having the lot of them.
I said away from the gates now.
Out, you finished.
Oh, yeah, now what do you think, lads?
Do you want to leave?
Get off my premises now.
Somebody gets
Oh, stuff this for going to solve this coming.
Hey, quick, let's smash the place up. Yeah, you. Oh. Get round the side, quick. Move this door!
Right, that is it.
Oh, you just won't give up, will you?
More coffee?
No.
The point is, Mrs. Mullins, criminals work a 7-day week. I'm sure Mr. Longman's told you. Sunhill is a small station. We're not really equipped to cope with remand prisoners.
The prison officers' strike didn't help either, I suppose, Charles?
Of course not. It was as difficult for them as it was for us. Put everybody under a lot of pressure.
I think under the circumstances, it's the pressure on the prisoners that I'm more concerned about.
Well, indeed, we all are. I'm sure you'd agree they'd be much better served under a less antiquated system. Look, if you're both ready, Inspector Fraser will show you around.
Thank you for your time, Superintendent.
Not at all. The more people that come and see the problem at first hand, the more chance there is that something will get sorted out.
I've been telling these men for weeks there's no call for redundancies.
Yeah, but it's more than redundancies, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think you men quite understand the situation here.
Look, he knows as well as I do. Now, do you want me to tell her, eh? Do you? I was going to get the press in when he could
All
start...
right, now calm down. I do understand your concern.
Oh, no, you don't, love.
Look, what exactly is going on here, Mr. Cornell?
It's an industrial dispute, nothing more. He's just an agitator causing trouble. Now, there's nothing wrong with the rest of them. Look, settle for 40 pence an hour and your jobs are safe. The accountant's worked out all the figures.
It's not the money.
Oh, you don't want the money lent, do you, eh? Or the rest of you?
Now, listen, he's trying to split us.
What's your name, sir?
Now, we're staying put. If he wants us out, he can get a court order.
That's right.
Nobby Briggs.
If you stay put, you sit down and you talk it through, OK?
Well, it's worth talking about, isn't it?
It might be for you, Len, but the rest of us have got a few principles.
I'll just get that.
No, you don't. That'll be the accountant.
Mr. Briggs.
I'm going to check these figures of yours. Straight from the horse's mouth.
Keep out of my office, Briggs!
Mr. Briggs, don't be stupid. Now tell them to pack it in.
Do us a favour, lady. Go and direct some traffic.
Let me through.
Pot's been ready 20 minutes, so if you want stew tea, you've got stew tea, because I'm past my time.
Now, what about exercise?
We let them out twice a day for a turn around the yard. Some nips that don't see the light of day, apart from when they go to court.
Some of them must be difficult to handle.
Now, there are 7 cells in the male area, 2 of them, strictly speaking, are detention cells.
Maybe.
Are you moving me, Mr. Clare?
Perkins.
Come to look at the animals, have you?
Councillors Mullins and Longman, Mr.
Any complaints?
Aye. I want to move.
I want to sell on my own.
Perkins.
When does your case come up?
So waiting reports.
And yours?
Can he settle?
They're always moaning and groaning. It's mainly boredom.
Anything specific?
Yeah. I've been thumped.
All right, Thompson.
Just a moment, Sergeant.
Him. Not 10 minutes ago. Laid into me. That right? Hey? You tell him.
Sergeant? Look, Viv, you didn't see it. I don't want to know what you thought.
I heard it.
So you heard Sergeant Cryer shouting at the prisoner?
He just raised his voice.
If you heard him in the charge room, you must have been shouting.
Look, Thompson was playing up. He was having a go at the other prisoner.
You weren't in the cell?
No. Look, I know Sergeant Cryer.
We all know Sergeant Cryer. Look, Viv, nobody likes doing this, but I've got to, right? And I need to know the facts. Now, did you hear him threaten the prisoner?
No.
You went in and Thompson was against the wall?
Yes.
And Sergeant Cryer?
I'm standing there.
Where?
In front of him. But Thompson's a nasty piece of work.
He still doesn't get thumped in my neck.
Morning, there's a row going on.
Oh, like a lot of kids. Did you?
Oh, yeah?
I'm not making the tea no more. I've finished with it.
Told him, have you?
Always trouble. Never like it when my Bert was here.
Do you know where they are now?
15 years he put in there, good as gold.
Right.
That's right. 6 men. And we're only obliged to pay him 2 weeks' money. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Make yourself useful.
You put the figures in the post, will you?
Mr. Briggs!
Get off that phone, Briggs! Shut him up! Yes, well, yeah. Thank you very much. So, no one need get put off, eh? You've already fixed it up, you slimy, scheming git!
No, I'm cautioning all of you!
You've been told! Now go and find a nice boy in blue to play with. Listen, I asked you to leave nicely. Now, I'm not asking now, I'm telling you. Get out! And take this tow rag with you while he still has legs to walk.
Hey, Nobby, there's another copper floating about out the front.
Oh, nice one. Pack it in or I'll call the station, you said. Hey, but you're sorry for us. I mean, you're concerned with our problems, aren't you?
Oh, now that was silly.
That was silly, was it?
Side door.
Didn't anybody lock it?
He's coming round.
All right, I'll come straight to the point. Did you hit Thompson?
I just handed him off.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means he came at me waving his arms and I pushed him away.
Do you think the doctor should see Perkins?
Look, he just wants to go into another cell on his own. He's been moaning about it ever since the shift started.
You know the score. It only takes one daft moment and we're all in it. If you knew what Thompson was like, why the hell did you go into the cell on your own?
Because I made an error of judgment, but I didn't hit him.
Bad, is it?
I can cope.
All right, you know what to do next. Put it in writing.
Yeah.
Let me go.
I'm sorry, love.
She's right, Nobby. Let her go. What good's this gonna do?
Since when have you ever stood up for anything? Now, you're either with us or against us. Have you got that?
So it's the Briggs.
Shut up and get in there. Go on, in.
Nobby?
Now, how did he get in? Harry, do it properly this time, will you? Go and lock the side door.
What's going on?
It's an industrial dispute officer. We've had a run-in with the boss.
Who's we?
He's pushing redundancies behind our backs. And Mr. Charles Cornell.
Who are you?
He knows we're occupying the premises.
Where is he now?
Harry, the side door.
Don't worry about that. Didn't your mother tell you it's polite to answer questions?
Oi! Briggs! Cornell!
This is a straightforward industrial dispute. I've already had it out with the boss.
What's your name?
Never mind what my name is. All right, Nobby Briggs. I'm the welding foreman.
Is this your boss's office? You're supposed to be in here.
Are you?
Is that your property? Where's the WPC?
Yeah, look at the dates on these orders, Harry. The crafty bastard's been stringing us along for weeks. Does it ever happen to you, does it? Gaffer speaking with forked tongue. No, of course it doesn't. What am I talking about? It wouldn't happen to you lot. Honest as the day is long, right the way through the ranks.
I asked you where the WPC was.
The red door, first on the left. No, I'm sorry. I mean, that was only a joke, son. It was a joke. Listen, we're getting the push. There are men here with families, with mortgages. Harry here's got 3 kids. How old are you, eh? 20? 21? Listen, tempers are bound to get frayed in a situation like this. I mean, it's our livelihoods. Everything's all right.
He lifted his fist.
Which fist?
His right fist. He hit me in the guts.
I see. The doctor says there's no marks, no bruising.
Well, there wouldn't be, would there? You lot are too smart for that.
Stop mucking us about, Thompson. He's standing by the door and he uses his right fist. I'm surprised he didn't smack it into the wall.
Don't try, Tom. He's not getting away with it. My mate saw it all.
Oh, so Perkins is your mate now, is he?
He was needling all morning.
Your mate?
Your sergeant. He's been wanting to hang one on me all week.
All we wanted to do was have a sit-in, right? We've got no argument with you, and we've got none with her either.
You all right?
You're lit. Now, where's Cornell?
In the tool room. He's trying to get round the men. He'll try anything, he will. Intimidation.
Oh, and you don't know anything about that, do you? OK, all of you.
Hang on, officer. I think things have been sorted out.
Oh?
Eh?
50 pence an hour on top, double time on Saturdays till we get the order out.
All right, mate.
He's right, Nobby. We'll do this batch and then it's done. Finished.
No, we're not doing any deals.
Well, that's all right then, isn't it, Briggs? You don't want to deal with me, I don't have to deal with you.
You're a bunch of scum. Joe, where's Joe?
He's gone, Nobby.
He'll be back on Monday at the new rate. In fact, they'll all be back on Monday, won't you, lads? Except you, you're finished.
Right then, you lot, let's be off. You're done for the day.
No, you don't.
I won't tell you again, Briggs.
Don't you talk down to me, love. Is it worth it? Is it 50 pence an hour extra for this?
Leave those alone, Briggs.
Now, you wanted to know what it was all about. He's selling these through an export firm in Wapping. This is a popular little number in the Middle East. See? That's how they go on. They're still clapping people in irons 365 days a year down there.
Internal security supplies. It's all legal.
Nobby, if we don't...
No, someone else will, but we don't need the business!
Leave it!
Look,
forget it, Briggs.
Urgent assistance required. Disturbance at Cornell Engineering.
Don't do that!
Where's he going to get you, eh?
He's going to pick us off one by one. Now, lads. Lads!
Briggs!
Back off. Back off. Use what? Back off!
phone!
Okay, all right.
The sergeant came into the cell. Thompson was standing by the wall. When Thompson answered back, the sergeant came at him.
Mr. Cryer had his back to me.
You said Mr. Cryer struck him.
No.
You just told us he hit him.
I didn't see it. He must have...
Now, look, you little toe rag.
Sergeant.
You're going to be in it up to here if you don't come clean. Just remember, this is a statement you're going to have to sign.
Perkins.
Thompson will do me.
Mr. Cryer never struck him?
I didn't see.
Did he hit him?
No.
Right, let's get this down.
Right, you'll have to shift me now. When Thompson finds out what I've said, you'll put the boot in.
Through here.
Sergeant will be with you in a minute.
You haven't got a fag up the scrounge off, have you?
Sorry, mate, don't smoke.
I had a point, though, didn't I? Human rights. I mean, you understand that, don't you?
See if one of the others has got any fags.
Your sorts of fabrication. Tom Penny's getting a statement now.
Not that Mrs. Mullins will believe a word of it, you know. She of the short sentence and use of the caution. Well, let's get it over with. The usual lecture about the police policing themselves. You spoken to Bob Cryer?
I'm going to now.
I mean, what's he doing, pushing and shoving in the cells anyway? He's been in the force 20 years. He should know better. I want to see him at the end of this relief, sharp.
None of this was meant, you know. Not against the police, anyway.
Assaulting a police officer? Damaging police property? What about the car, Claire?
Mr. Cornell wants to press charges.
Sergeant.
5 minutes.
Perkins agreed you didn't hit Thompson. Thompson's dropped it. I need hardly tell you.
I know, mate.
You were asking for it, Bob, stoking up the situation unnecessarily, going in there alone.
Yes.
I won't say any more. The chief super wants you up there. 2 o'clock sharp, he said. You better ring the dentist.